Diabetics are at a higher risk of developing Alzheimer's. There are a number of studies that have shown this already, that they are at least twofold increased risk. Now, the reason for that seems to be that there are two possible reasons. One is that diabetes causes blood vessel disease, and blood vessel disease can make Alzheimer's disease worse. That's certainly one part. Another problem is that we think the same toxins that cause Alzheimer's are also causing diabetes. And what we found was that if you look at a person who is 65 years old, you look at them 65 to 74 in 1970, you can see that there's almost no Alzheimer's, very low in this age group. If you look to 1980, there's a slight increase. And then there's this rapid rise between 1980 and 2006. This is the same age group. This is not aging. This is exactly the same age group. You, of course, could look at the rates. Of course, they're higher in older people. But let's look even at 85-year-olds. Look at the rate of increase over the same interval. This is an 80-year-old, 85-year-old here in 1980. This is an 85-year-old here. It's a 1,000-fold increase in the rate. This is not a gene problem. There's no breeding going on in this period. This is not a gene problem. All of these, in every single age group, from 55 onward, the rates have increased dramatically. Let's look at diabetes. That's the most interesting of all. You can see these U-shaped curves. From 1960s down to about 1980, the rates of death from diabetes have declined in every single age group. Here's 45, dropped, 55, dropped, 65, dropped. Everybody dropped. Why? Because medicine improved. Nobody would doubt that. Yet, from 1980 to now, look at these rising rates. Our medicine is better. So something has changed how this disease behaves. Very, very dramatically. And if you look at the shape of this curve, it's not that different from what happens in Alzheimer's. Young brains, young organisms are very susceptible to toxins, and lifetime exposures, particularly in young people, is the most dangerous. And I think parents have an option to not expose their children, and they can read package labels and provide healthful foods. The foods that are most damaging are the ones that contain nitrites, and those are processed foods, mainly the smoked meats, the bacon, the processed cheese. You know, sometimes you look in the grocery store and you see something in the cheese group, but it doesn't say cheese on it. You should make sure it says cheese. Even beer has it. I don't want to scare too many people about beer to ruin their lives, but there are some beers that have very, very high contents of them. I think the most important thing for people to know about neurodegeneration is that it's possible that if the causes are related to things that we've done in the process of making life convenient, then we could reverse these trends. It's sad that, you know, there's a possibility, and I think it's highly probable, that these diseases, fatty liver disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, are related to how we've changed our lifestyles. I really do. But awareness means we can probably reverse the trends. You only have one body and one brain, so we should take care of them.